What is going on, guys? Vuxury here. In today's video, I'll be going over the best daily drivers on Greenville with no game pass in each category. What I mean is by each category is literally each category. I picked out either 2 to 3 vehicles from each category. So first, we're going to start off with Coupes. The first best daily driver coupe is the 2013 Chevron Amigo SS. The trim is SS as it is a regular, and there's no point of getting the LS, which is a V6. Lights, turn signals, horn. This thing's good for cruising, and you could also do donuts if y'all seen my drifting in public service video. It's not family friendly, so it includes swearing. Anyway, it does donuts. Very slow donuts since it's like very slippery out here. It's very slippery out here actually. So yeah. Ooh, it even slides a bit on this slidey weather. You could also clutch kick it like I just did right there. As you see, that was a clutch kick, so you can also clutch kick it. But let's do a cruising test. As you see, it has a slight little hum to it at 50 miles per hour. It's not too loud, nor does it do that little glitchy sound issue. Y'all know what it is, where it's like It happens on some GV cars, but not all of them. But overall, this is a nice sports car to daily. I dailied this for actually 2 weeks straight on Greenville. It's pretty insane. That just shows that I like this car. The second best regular cruising coupe no game pass is the 2005 Elgrand Horizon. This is based off of Infiniti G35, and the other one was a Camaro SS. Turn signals, lights, horn. Alright, since the 350Z is luxury pass and this isn't, which is very strange, I put this on the list. I feel like it should be the other way around since everyone has a 350Z. You could also do some drifts and stuff since it's rear-wheel drive. See, I'm not holding the brake since it already slides kind of slow. Yeah, but this thing is nice. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I like it. Alright, stop. Oh, okay. Y'all didn't see that, but you get the point. Now, my sound is lagging a bit, but here's the cruising speed at speed limit. As you see, very nice car to cruise in. 55, it has a slight hum, it doesn't do the audio glitch. And yeah, cruising at 55 miles per hour, cruise control is very good on this car. Sheesh, I cannot talk today. It's very annoying. But there's nothing much to really go over about this car. So now we're going to move on to the next category, and that next category is going to be sedans. For our first sedan, I have chose the 2007 Wolfsburg Charge 2.5. I chose the 2.5 as it has a nice sound, and overall, just like Volkswagen Jettas. If you're new here, expect a lot of Volkswagen related stuff because I like the company. But anyway, lights, turn signals, horn. My sound's lagging again, so that's just a pogger. It's kind of lagging, but this car is also pretty pleasant to drive in manual also. But if y'all know about 5 cylinders, they have their nice little hum. So at speed limit, you see it has a slight little hum to it. But the reason that Jetta is on the list is because you don't have to pick this specific trim. You can pick other trims like the GLI Fahrenheit, the TDI, which is like the slowest of the bunch. You really should avoid that one if I was you. You got this 2.5. You have the Votex 2.5, which is like a more uglier version of this, I want to say. And then you have the RVR6, which is like the one with the most highest top speed and it has a V6 in it. So yeah, basically all these have 4 cylinders except this 5-cylinder one and the VR6 one, which is a V6. But there's nothing much about the Jetta. It's more of a econo box, a sporty econo box. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the next sedan. It's a 2020 Islan Alliance. This is based off the 2020 Honda Accord. The last one was the 2007 Jetta, by the way. So let's hop in or not. Lights, horn, turn signals. Alright, I did my order wrong, but it's alright. Quick note, tail lights look nice. I actually really like Accord Sports in real life. It just looks very weird in Greenville. I don't know if I'm the only one. Okay, that's 54, that's close enough. It barely makes any noise and you look very sporty in this thing, so I think this is really nice and you should probably grab one because yeah, it's a Accord. You can't really go wrong with Honda Accords, to be honest. Honda in general, you can't really go wrong. It's not like you're gonna have reliability issues or nothing, even though that doesn't exist in Greenville, so it wouldn't matter. I think also handles nice. Okay, I like it. But now we're gonna move on to the final sedan, and then we're gonna move on to another category. Alright, for our last sedan, it's gonna be the 2017 Bullhorn Prancer. In order to get the V8, you must get the TR trim. Now, the reason I put this on the list is because if you select the TR trim, it's still a regular Game Pass, but basically you get a V8 engine in it. I'm not sure what motor it is, but I want to say it's the 5.7 liter V8, but I'm not sure. But let's hop in it. As you hear, it's the V8 startup. Lights, horn, turn signals. Alrighty. Now I'm not sure if this can do burnouts, but I'm gonna assume so. It's a Dodge Charger. Yeah, you could do donuts. It's just like very weird to drift on the slippery roads and whatever. Yeah, it does donuts though. That's one thing I can confirm. Alright. So this thing does have some pep to it if you want to go fast. Now let's oh my god. Let's test the cruising. Alright, at 55 miles per hour. Has little to no hum. This is like the sportiest regular sedan that I think you can get. I'm not completely sure on that one, but it has the V8. That's the big plus to this one. You can get a V8 4-door sedan with no Game Pass, so that's great. So yeah, and also if you're a Dodge Charger fan and you don't want to get Game Passes, then you can get this TR trim. So yeah, now we're gonna move on to the SUV category. The first SUV that we have is the 2020. The first SUV that we have is the 2020 Velfire Yosemite or Yosemite. This is based off a 2020 Toyota Sequoia. Why did I say Sequoia like that? Okay, anyway. This SUV is really big. I know some of y'all like big SUVs. Some of y'all like mid-size, so I worked in between the two. This thing actually moves for a SUV, I'm not gonna lie. Wow. This thing actually handles nice, I might keep it. I can't even play the game though. Alright, cruising test. Doing this at 54 miles per hour. Little to no hum. This thing is nice. Let's try a little. This thing speeds up reasonably well also, so that's great for this. Also good brakes, and I play on smooth braking too, so that was a smooth braking test. We're gonna do a hard smooth braking test when we hit the pole. Yeah, nice. I'm not testing brakes and stuff on every vehicle because... And now we're gonna move on to the next SUV that I have prepared for this video. Next best regular SUV is a 2021 Chevron Camion. Any trim works. The trim that I have this in is the Premier. I think so. Let me check. Sorry, I have my trim in the High Country, and overall it's a nice SUV if you want a luxury SUV but you don't have any game passes. Basically balling without game passes. Alright, lights, turn signals, ooh, horn. Love it. This SUV is actually nice. Like, I used to be spoiled to only the RST and the SS trims, but now I'm starting to like this High Country trim more than the other ones. Thing actually moves too, but now let's go speed limit. Just like all the other cars, it has a slight little hum to it, and it's a big SUV. You could also get this in a Suburban. This is just a Tahoe version. And yeah, overall, if you like, if you like big SUVs, then go ahead and get this one. And also, it's brand new. It's a 2021, and by the time you see this video, it's not even 2021 yet. So yeah. But now let's move on to the next SUV, since there's not much to go over on this one. So yeah, I'll catch you guys at the next SUV. Alright, next is actually Vuxury's personal favorite SUV in Greenville. Y'all should already know what this is. 2006 Chevron Camion. Sorry, the name is actually much more deeper than that. 2006 Chevron Baja Camion. 2006 Chevron. 2006 Chevron Camion. Baja Camion. SS Majigger. Y'all might notice it's one of Vuxury's favorite SUVs to do donuts in. I can't really showcase that since the roads have these weird little texture to them and they just ruin donuts. But one thing I can do is do donuts in third now. You could kind of do it. I can't do my typical donuts. It's because the weird textures on the roads. Yeah, it's because the weird textures. I can't. So yeah. But light, turn signals, lights, horn. This thing also looks very mean if you have it in the SS trim and you have it blacked out. Now there's multiple rim options, but for mine I put on the regular 5-spoke wheels. I didn't really want the sporty 5-spoke, so I put the 5-spoke ones. But let's do the cruising test. Let me take it out of manual. I can't see my gauge. This thing might have one of the quietest hums in this video. You mainly hear wind noise though. But this vehicle really shouldn't get you in trouble since it's basically a slow SUV that just does donuts. Unless you're doing donuts, that's the only way you're getting in trouble in this vehicle. Now we're gonna go over the last SUV and then we're gonna move on to another category. The final SUV that I will be showcasing is the 2019 Falcon Departure. The trim that I have this in is the titanium. As you see, it's a Ford Escape. Turn signals. Lights. Horn. Now, this is literally just a Econo box SUV. Like, don't expect like great sounds and stuff. And the steering isn't the best thing out there. This thing is completely slow, so I'm gonna just put it at 55. Alright, that's 56, it's fine. Thing is very quiet. It's a Ford Escape, so you could just fit it into tight places since it's very small for a SUV. It's like a compact SUV almost. It's like very small. This thing doesn't really turn though, which kind of sucks. But yes, this vehicle isn't very interesting, so there's not much to go over about it. But now we're gonna move on to the next category, which is gonna be trucks. For our first truck, we have the 2020 Overland Competent. I'm gonna just call it the Combat because that sounds better. This is basically the Jeep Gladiator. You guys know what this is. It's a Wrangler with a tailgate. Turn signals, lights, horn. One thing that sucks about this is it's very wobbly. I hate how wobbly it is. It's actually not that bad compared to some vehicles like the G-Wagon. Now, me, if I was driving this, I probably wouldn't stay on road all the time and make it a pavement princess, but it's up to y'all. But 55 miles per hour, this thing cruises nicely, and you take up a lot of the road if you're one of those. So, yeah. If you like taking up the road, then this is a great vehicle for you. So, yeah. Nothing much to really go over about it. You got LED lights and stuff too. Since it's a newer Jeep, you should be fine. Alright. Yeah, so let's go over the next truck and then, yeah, we'll go from there. Next truck's actually Vuxury's current favorite truck in Greenville. Since they didn't add the one that I really want. There's actually a few that I want, but we're not going to get into detail. This is the 2020 Bullhorn BH15. As some of you may know, this is a 2020 Dodge Ram 1500. Trim is Cheyenne Crew. Turn signals. Lights. Horn. I actually use this a lot as a daily too, since it's a big truck, and I kind of like my big trucks on Greenville. I think they're really nice. At speed limit, it just cruises nicely. Handling is very good. It actually is very responsive, which is good for in this case, since it's winter. Since it's a big truck, you might need like a braking test, so here you go. Very good brakes for a extremely big truck. There's nothing else that's really special about this, so I'm just going to move on to the next vehicle. And actually, I think that's it for the trucks that I put on the list. So now we're going to move on to hatchbacks. The first hatchback that we have on this list is the 2017. No, that would be a little bit too new for this vehicle. This is the 2007 Wolfsburg Pitch. The trim is GT or GTI in real life. Yes, it will be a GTI in real life. In game, it's a GT. It has the GT wheels and stuff. So, yeah. Since it's a VW, okay. Alright. Since it's a GTI, it has like a turbo and stuff, so yeah. But now let's cruise. Alright, cruising at 55 miles per hour. Since it's a Volkswagen hatch, it's kind of good at doing this. Lights. Turn signals. Horn. Yeah, this thing's nice to cruise around in. Just like every other Volkswagen, it's just a chill little car. They're like sporty chill cars. That's basically what Volkswagen's goal is at the moment, so yeah. Good to know. We're just cruising downhill. Nothing much going on here. This car is overall nice, and I would highly recommend it. Of course I would. I like Volkswagen. But now we're going to move on to the next hatchback. The next hatchback is actually the 2013 Wolfsburg New Classic. Some of y'all may know it as the Volkswagen Beetle. The trim that I have this in is the turbo, which is like the fastest one. These new Beetles just look nice compared to the older ones. Like, sure, I respect the classic Beetle, and I just absolutely hate the early 2000s Beetle, but this one's like very nice. Now, this vehicle does have the issue where it does a little rev issue when you put it in drive. You can hear it slightly, barely, but there's mainly wind noise, so there's no point in me turning up my volume to let you guys hear it. This thing's nice. Turn signals, lights, horn. Oh, another very cool detail that I just noticed. Let's stop it right here. You see those running lights? Those actually turn off when you turn on the lights. Very cool detail, Greenville devs. 10 out of 10 for that one. That is very sick. I really like that detail. Okay. Also, this thing goes very fast when you need it to. And then, of course, it cruises well. So, yeah, that's basically that. Now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. That'll top it off. I know this is quite the lengthy video, but I wanted to get all the car categories through the video. So, yeah, it's been Vuxury, and I am out.